Hi, welcome to Elro Crypto. My name is Raman and behind the camera today is Bam Bam. Today we're going to talk a little bit about investments of different sorts and what you should think about when you're making an investment. First of all, let's start with a disclaimer. I will never on this channel, in a private channel, or anywhere else tell you where, when, and how to invest directly. That's not what I do because I don't want to be responsible for your losses or your winnings. That's completely up to you, and where you put your money is also completely 100% up to you. Whatever I share on this channel about what I've invested in by myself, I've taken my own risks with my own calculations, and therefore I've made an investment. It can go good and it can also go sour. I don't know that, and neither do you. So therefore, take everything I say, do your own research, and whenever it feels good and you feel like you can invest, then do it. Otherwise, don't ever take my words at face value because I'm just a speculator like everybody else. So, moving on from that, when you're investing in something, whether it be stocks, bitcoins, real estate, or whatever assets it may be, the first question you have to ask yourself is that, will this investment yield a profit? There are different ways of measuring this depending on what you're trading or what you're buying or what you're investing in. If we're talking about cryptocurrency, which is the case in this channel, you have to ask yourself if you believe in cryptocurrency. Because if you don't, then you shouldn't invest. Because if you don't believe in cryptocurrency, you believe that the banking sector and the governments will be successful in completely killing cryptocurrency, therefore betting against the cryptocurrency market. Obviously, there are ways of making money that way as well, but that's very risky and we're not getting into it. But if you do decide to somehow invest in a cryptocurrency, it's very important to do your research about the application of the coin, what it's going to be used for, which players are behind it, which players support it, what exchanges do exchange them, and so on and so forth. Now, there's a lot of talk about the bank sector not being able to adapt to the new reality that cryptocurrency market creates for everybody. In my personal opinion, I think that these two should not be mutually exclusive. They should join together because as of today, as I've explained in previous videos, no currency in the world is actually backed by gold anyways. So basically everybody uses their old algorithms, and the currencies that we are using are based on the government's assets and their ability to pay back the money that is owed. That's what currency, is about, and that's what currency is valued upon. You can always, and a bank can always create its own cryptocurrency, which would reflect the assets that that certain bank has. Now, this would not be in the direct interest of the banks the way it's laid out today. But nobody's telling us that we can't change the future by implementing these kinds of changes because it's beneficiary not just for the banks, not just for the private people, but for all of humanity. The fact that we have to go through so many different channels in order to transfer funds and assets in between countries, people, or entities is just a waste of money and bureaucracy for everybody, even the banks. There was an estimate on Ripple's website that banks that would switch over to XRP using the blockchain that the Ripple company has provided, they will be able to save up until 25% of their annual transfer fees. Now, if you're a big bank, that adds up to a lot of money. And the reluctance to start adapting this, it's only going to hurt them in the long run. Because as long as there are people that need cryptocurrency or a decentralized monetary system in order to fulfill their needs, cryptocurrency is never going to die. I mean, murder is illegal. You don't see people stop murdering each other because it's illegal. That's not the way it works. There are different reasons behind, for example, a murder, or behind the fact that a cryptocurrency goes up or down or plummets in value. There are different reasons behind it, not just the fact in itself. That basically sums it up. What I personally think about this thing, there's a lot more to be discussed, and I think that the crypto world and the banking sector should be working together in order to make great gains for all of humanity. We could end a lot of poverty around the world. We could move assets that are usually not movable to all over the world and distribute it whichever way we like, without the bureaucracy of banks or governments or entities that just are there as obstacles. So this is a part of a much larger discussion and one that is ongoing, and we can get into it as much as we want. I can speak about this for over an hour, all the way from the fact that Germany, France, and Italy are actively trying to block Facebook's new coin that's being released, to any government that has put regulations on cryptocurrency. So all I want to say is that I believe personally that the change towards a blockchain based economy that is transparent in one way or another is inevitable. And the banking sector will eventually adapt to this. And I hope personally that it will be sooner than later. If you'd like to join these discussions, please feel free to join our channel where we'll have all these discussions any time of the day, wherever you are. And please check out our Instagram, Facebook, whatever else social media. All the links are below. Thank you for watching. See you soon.